Last week, we lost one of, if not the biggest metal icon in the world with the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. I covered a little bit of the news yesterday in the latest episode of FCU News, but I want to fully divulge here too. You know, obviously, I'm a massive Ozzy Osbourne fan. I'm a massive metalhead. I'm currently wearing a Gojira freaking flannel from Dixon. I mean, we knew Ozzy was going to pass him because he's been sick for quite some time now, and it was really coming to a head. We had the farewell concert, and then just a couple weeks later, he passes away. Just because you know something's coming doesn't make it hurt any less, and it sucked. And that's what kind of threw me off my videos last week, but we're in a new week, and Ozzy wants you to create, and also watching people's reaction to, especially the Youngblood version of Changes, and then watching 10-second songs, Anthony, his reaction to the concert itself, and him talking about, you know, get your stuff out there, do things, is really giving me inspiration to make more videos again, and what I need to do. And today, just to pay tribute in my way, I'm going to go over what my personal favorite Ozzy Osbourne songs are. Not favorite Black Sabbath, these are only Ozzy Osbourne solo act songs. So I'm keeping it simple, keeping it easy to do here for myself. And because if I include a Black Sabbath, it'd probably just be, no, it'd be a good mix. But I commented it for its own separate video. So without further ado, here are my top 10 Ozzy Osbourne songs. And I'm going to start with an honorable mention is Don't Wanna Stop. I love Don't Wanna Stop. I don't want to stop listening to it. It's a great song. My love mainly came from it in actually Guitar Hero for the DS, because playing that with the peripheral. If you ever played Guitar Hero on the DS, if you haven't, if you have a chance to or find a way to play it, I recommend getting it. As you stick the, we have to use the one that has the Game Boy Advance cartridge. It sticks in the bottom, and you play it like this. It actually came with a little guitar pick stylus. You play it like this. You watch the screen like this. It was a fun time. I love that song. I think it got debuted back on the Golden God Award show when Ozzy was on there with Zach Wild and stuff. He played Bark at the Moon, Crazy Train, and Don't Want to Stop. I'm pretty sure it's where Don't Want to Stop premiered. Like, that was a long time ago, but I love that damn song. It's so freaking good. But it's only an honorable mention because my number 10. I have my phone list here. This is not a scripted video. I just kind of want to go off the cuff and really talk about how I feel more from the heart. My number 10 song is Perry Mason. Obviously, this came out in the, I believe, in the late 90s and stuff. It was on the radio when I was getting into music, mainly when I was a kid. And hearing Perry Mason on the radio, I fell in love with it. It was kind of funny. Didn't know who Perry Mason was, obviously, when I was a kid. But I always liked the song. And then listening to it again when I get older, is you realize how freaking heavy that song is. And the main riff is so tasteful. Zach kills it in that song. And I love that song. It's just funny hearing Ozzy sing Perry Mason. It's a heavy song. I love it. If you haven't heard it, it's on, I don't know the name of the album. It's like, hey guys, this isn't scripted. I'm just going off the cuff. It's how, kind of just going from the heart, talking about how much I love it. Listen to Perry Mason. It's a fantastic song. It's heavy. If you love guitar riffs, it has one of the best riffs that Zach's ever written, honestly. Number 9 is Shot in the Dark. Shot in the Dark is, 80s time. It's 80s incarnate, synthesizers, crazy, one of the best album covers. I'll probably have the album behind me right now. It's a sexy ass cover. It's a sexy song. I love that song. It's my mom's favorite Ozzy Osbourne songs. It's one of my favorite Ozzy Osbourne songs. I don't know my dad. My dad probably likes it too, but it's just a good song. It's classic, very melodic. It's a very straightforward, just good, solid, unoffensive song that comes on the radio. You listen to it. It comes on shuffle when you listen to Spotify. You listen to it. It's 80s Ozzy in its finest. 80s Ozzy. Easy Ozzy? 80s Ozzy 4. At number 8, we have a classic, Over the Mountain. Simply put, it's the riff. I love that riff. It's one of my first favorite guitar riffs. I learned how to play when I was first learning how to play guitar. I love this song. The verse is amazing. What's not to like about Over the Mountain? It puts you over the mountain. You feel like you're over the mountain, and it's just a metal masterpiece, a metal classic. What's not to love? Number 7 is one folks probably would not expect to hear so low on this list, but like I said, this is being honest. Number 7 is Crazy Train. Simply put, it's one of the best guitar riffs of all time. It's Ozzy's biggest song from solo career. It's put Randy Rhoads on the map as one of the best guitar solos of all time. But as a total package song, it's not my favorite song from Ozzy. It's a lot of people's favorite song as well. It's like Enter Sandman for Metallica. It's a song people know Ozzy for. I love this song. Just because something's overplayed does not make it bad. It's an amazing song. I love it, but it's only my number 7. It's a perfect song. There's nothing wrong with the song whatsoever. And you hear it, you get hyped. Especially at a sporting event, you get hyped no matter how or when you hear this song. It's gonna hype you up. It's freaking Ozzy. Number 6 is a classic song that got classic again because due to doing a collab with another gentleman who is also a fellow, Hellraiser. Hellraiser is just, every time I hear it, I get taken back to San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And he also did another version of it with Lemmy. Lemmy has a full version of it with himself, and they have a version with him at the same time. Hellraiser is just, No More Tears. That album is just, mwah, just perfection in an album incarnate, and I love Hellraiser. It's not the last time you're going to hear about No More Tears on this ranking. In fact, I'm double checking. You're about to hear about it again here in a second. But yeah, Hellraiser, everyone knows this song. It's a famous song. It's a badass song. But a less famous song from No More Tears that I feel is one of Ozzy's most underrated songs. For me, I love it. Mr. Tinker Train. I heard this when I was in high school getting into music, and something about it just clicked with me, and I've loved it ever since. If you haven't heard Mr. Tinker Train, I don't think, unless you're an Ozzy fan or listen to the full album, I don't think a lot of normal fans know this song, and we need to change that because Mr. Tinker Train is worthy of being this high on the list, and it kicks appropriate amounts of ass. The song itself is kind of not appropriate, and if you think about it, but I don't care. It kicks ass. We're getting to the nitty gritty, and I think this next one's a song. Number 3 is a personal reason why it's at number 3, and then 2 and 1, you probably guess after I go it. But number 4, like I was saying, is a lot of people's number 1s. It's Mr. Crowley. One of the best guitar solos, the best synth intro of all time. Atmospheric, amazing. Watching Jack Black play it with frickin' Tom Morello's kid for the tribute. Mr. Crowley is a perfect song. I love it. It's my number 4, which, guys, if anyone complains about posting on where they are in the rankings, by the way, I say this every time I do rankings, there is a lot of Ozzy Osbourne songs, and not every song could be number 1, not every song can make a top 10 list, but Mr. Crowley is a perfect song and is worthy of being number 4. And if you somehow have never listened to Mr. Crowley, first, shame on you, and 2, go change that right now. Number 3 for me is, like I said, a personal, very personal choice of why it's this high. It's still an amazing song in its own right, but with a personal connection to me, it is Something Something Solution. You can't say the first, Sua. There's a squad with this in the title, so you can't say that word on YouTube. They don't like you to say that word. But Solution is my number 3 favorite Ozzy Osbourne song of all time. Mainly because back in the old days, I've talked about him in the past, my old co-worker, Mr. James Pratt, he's one of my good friends. He sadly passed away a number of years ago now, and it was his favorite Ozzy Osbourne song. He blasted every time I give him rides home from work, and he loved that song, and in turn, I love that song too, and I've connected with him way more now. Every time I hear the song, I think of him. It gets me going every time I hear it on many levels. It's just a damn good song in its own right, but that personal punch to it, you feel it right there, and I feel it there every damn time. Miss you, Pratt. Now, going between my number 2 and my number 1. I said people were going to guess number 2. No, I actually realized they're not going to guess what number 2 is. I almost made number 2 my number 1, but I searched my heart. So number 2 is off this album Scream, Diggin' Me Down. Diggin' Me Down is probably the heaviest Ozzy Osbourne song of all time. The riffs are heavy. This song, Ozzy singing is heavy in that song. The subject matter is heavy. The whole song is just heavy incarnate, and it kicks appropriate amounts of ass. And if you haven't listened to it, I don't think a lot of people listen to that album. Do it. I know he ditched Zach for that album because he was saying he doesn't want his band to sound too much like Black Label Society, and then proceeded to have very similar style riffs anyway. The solos were very different, obviously, but the music itself didn't change all too much. Whatever. It was still badass and kicked ass, and Digging Me Down is just, I dig it. And my number 1 should be pretty easy to figure out because we haven't covered it yet. Bark at the Moon. I mean, for one of my first video games I really got into was Grand Theft Auto Vice City. When we got to the generation, I got a little more conscious of how video games in the world works, and that song was on there obviously with V-Rock, the greatest video game soundtrack of all time. And just Bark at the Moon to me is the best Ozzy Osbourne song. Between the riffs, the solos, atmosphere, everything, that song is just aesthetically pleasing metal perfection in its purest form. And it's just man, I get he was old, and I know he was sick, and now I'm glad he's not in pain anymore, but losing Ozzy sucks, because now we know we're never going to hear him live again. I mean, I covered this in the video yesterday as well. I'm glad I got to see him live at least once back in 2010 when he reunited with Black Sabbath. I got to go see him with my dad. I will cherish that forever. We're going to miss you, Ozzy. Your music will stand the test of time. We'll never stop listening to you. Your music will never die. That, in any shape or form, whether it be solo, anything you've collabed with, anything you know, Black Sabbath obviously is already stood the test of time, and the world lost a great one. It did. I have nothing else to say because I'm getting emotional again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. I have the goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers sometime in my lifetime. Drop a like down below. Hit the bell icon to be notified of my future videos. I'm not always so somber and so rushed in videos, but this was off the cuff, and I want to make this more from the heart. And thank you all so much. I'll ditch the rest of this field because this isn't the time or place for all that stuff. So there's buttons down below. Just go through the buttons, and you know what each one of those does. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've been great. I've been Fenrock. Take care of yourselves. Kiss your loved ones. Keep them while they're still here. If you have older grandparents or stuff like that still in your lives, cherish them. I don't have any left. I have my parents. That's it. All my grandparents are dead. Now I'm starting to lose aunts and uncles. Hold them while you can. Take care.